at CBCF ALC 54, made for the moment, power, policy, and progress. And I'm so glad to have sitting next to me the man of this moment, W. Kamau Bell. Thank you so much.
Thank you
For being on AURN.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here and an honor to sit next to someone who is speaking truth to power regularly, literally, questioning power, demanding answers from power. As I said earlier, it makes me proud to be able to show that to my 3 daughters.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I read your newsletter that you put out, and you said, "Are you with me?"
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you need people to be on board with in this hour?
I mean, I think the biggest question right now is, this is the flip side of Kendrick Lamar's "They Not Like Us."
Start there.
So one way to say it is "They Not Like Us," and my way to say it, who's with me? Because you don't have to. I hope you look like me, but you don't have to look like me.
Right.
You don't have to live where I live. You don't have to have all the politics I have. But are we clear that on this line is people who are about the liberation of everybody, and on that line is people who are about the repression of everybody? Who's with me? We can argue about the details later, but right now we got to figure out which side are you on.
Speaking of that, when Kimmel made his comeback 6 days later, he said something that stuck with me. And basically he was saying this moment was made basically because of those of you who lifted up your voice so that I could lift up my voice. And that stuck with me because I need people to understand how important their voices are in supporting the voices that they see in the limelight. So when you hear that, what does that make you think? How can we lean into free speech and demanding that right?
It's funny because I think it's easy to go like, what does it matter that millionaire man gets his job back on television?
Right.
But what can we learn from that?
Right.
They didn't do that because of him. They did that because of all the people who were like, well, I'm done with Disney Plus. Well, I'm done with Hulu. Well, I'm canceling my vacation to Disney. Like, the people came together and said, if you do that, we're not messing with you anymore. And we can do that. It's happened at Target.
Yep.
They trying to figure out which CEO is the right one.
Right. Cut the pay here, do this when they come back.
So and we can do that with every issue that we face in this country if we just come together, have patience, have a unified voice. And again, it's not always about saving Jimmy Kimmel's job. He was going to be fine no matter what happened.
Right.
But it's about learning about the power of our voice when we come together. So I wrote my latest Substack is, now that we saved Jimmy Kimmel, let's save the rest of us.
Let's break that down.
Yeah, so I don't want people to, who knows what Jimmy Kimmel does now? He's back to his show, his ratings are up, good for him. Is he going to continue to be a voice for the people? I don't know. Well, time will tell. But we can learn now, if we put that voice together, and you focus that voice on your local school district to make sure that the kids in your local school district have enough food to eat every day, have the books they need, have teachers who understand them culturally and academically. If we focus that on our local politicians to go make sure you're representing us, and if you're not, you're out of there.
Right.
But we have the midterms coming up. Who's your congressperson? I live in the unfortunate position of never being able to complain about my congressperson because it's Latifah Simon.
Come on.
And she's always on the right side of on the correct side of the issue. And before that it was Barbara Lee. So I never get to call and be mad.
Right.
But a lot of y'all can call and be mad.
How do you feel like in your position, especially as a community, how are you meeting this moment? What does that mean for you in this moment?
Understanding that I have attained a certain level of privilege and fame in Hollywood, show business, whatever. And that I can't just sit on that and be like, I earned that. That's who I am.
But people do.
They do. And so I have been very lucky. I live in Oakland. That means I'm connected to all. I literally am friends with Black Panthers. You know what I mean? Erica Huggins is told me, if your kids need help at school, call me. I'll come take care of it.
Right.
So Pastor Mike right over there is my guy, and he said, I need you in D.C. for CBC. And I was like, all right, let me just talk to my wife. And she's like, Pastor Mike, the only friend I have, she's not worried about.
I love it.
So is it convenient for me to fly across country and then I have to fly out tomorrow night because I got to get to another thing? No. Is it what I need to do do now? Yes, because I'm saying who's with me. Also, I wanted to let you know I'm with you.
Come on.
So right now I'm wearing this Free DC t-shirt. This is the Free DC Project.
Yes.
That's my way of saying I don't live in DC, but I want DC to be free just like I want Oakland to be free.
I mean, it's hard. I'm a DC native, right?
Yeah.
Born and raised, grew up in Edgewood, an area they used to call Little Beirut. in the middle of the crack epidemic. So I see the attack on DC, and it breaks my heart. So as a journalist, I have to speak out also because it's coming from a personal place. Alice Dunnigan said that we do the work of everybody else in covering stories, but we also fight oppression. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, you said you had 3 daughters. Mm-hmm. How are you talking to them? Because this is a conversation that we should not just, it's not just the adults in the house, but these are community and family conversations. What are the conversations you have with your daughters?
So I'll tell you, a couple weeks ago when that person was killed, the person you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, my oldest daughter just went to high school. I was like, they're going to be talking about that. I want to make sure that conversation starts in our house before it happens in her school. Because I don't want her to hear something there that she thinks is the truth that I don't agree with. So for me, it's about making sure it is this is how my mom raised me. If you don't talk to your kids about the things that your kids are going to see out in the world, it's as negligent as not feeding them. So I need my kids to know, my kid's about 3, and maybe that's too old. At 3, we start talking about enslavement. We start talking about like...
No, that's right. Wait, what does that lesson look like? Are we doing props?
We do. First of all, I would say we live at a time where we say it's the golden age of media. It's the golden age of kids books too. So you can find good kids books written by black folks.
We talk about ABC 1, 2, 3 enslavement.
Exactly. Luckily, Harriet Tubman to a 3-year-old is a hero. You can talk to. So my last year we were at the Blacksonian. First time my kids have been there. At that point they were 13, 9, and 6. My 9-year-old, because of how we have raised her, was like, where's the part where they talk about slavery? I want to start there. Not the top of the thing talking about.
No, that's right.
And she
the
saw She's like, I'll get there. But she cares more about Harriet Tubman than she cares about the mothership. She saw the Harriet Tubman exhibit and ran towards it. Because that's a hero.
Can we do Plato and Harriet?
Exactly. We can. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. A Harriet edition
so
of Plato?
My 6-year-old right now will read Donald Trump for filth. Now, and she's actually, I was going to say, she doesn't know chapter and verse, but then neither does he. So, but she has a 6-year-old's political analysis on that man's a bully.
Man.
Because 6-year-olds understand bullies.
They sure enough do. And
so,
they're trying to figure it out,
we talk to our kids at the level that they understand that is appropriate. You don't have the conversation every day, all day long. You have it when it comes up. And to me, that means my kids go out in the world as educated as they can be, and understanding that, just like I understood when I was 10 and my mom took me to a drugstore and said, you're at the age you're going to start coming here by yourself. That's the store detective, that man who's looking at us right now. He's waiting for you to touch something to put in your pocket. Every store you walk into by yourself, and the man looked around like, what are you, who are you? And she's like, it's you. So know that when you're in the world, the white man is looking at you.
How are you using comedy in this moment? Like, what's the ha-ha? Like, what because people need
all I gotta do
mental health.
All I gotta do is, it's so easy. The jokes write themselves. All I gotta do is play a clip of Trump trying to say acetaminophen, and the jokes write themselves.
I wanted to help, and you can see the secretary in the back trying to help.
They were all like, you don't know that word?
Oh man, did you read it before you came out?
You're almost 80. You've definitely had your fair share.
Maybe he was.
What are you on, baby aspirin?
I don't know.
So to me, the jokes are not hard to come by. It's not being afraid to tell the jokes, because if they're coming after Jimmy Kimmel,
so
I am nothing.
But good, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how do you feel in this moment?
If I am who I told the world, if I am the person that I've claimed to be, then I have no choice other than to say the things I believe. Was I lying? No. When I sat and talked to the KKK and said I could talk to them, was that just pretend? Was I not serious? If I'm the person that Janet Cheatham Bell and Walter Alfred Bell raised me to be, then I have no choice. Because guess what? If I called my dad and said I was afraid to say something, he might whoop me right now, and he's 82 years old.
Come on, Walter.
He said, buy a plane ticket, fly to Mobile, Alabama.
I'm about to whoop that.
Right. Yeah. Like, I couldn't look my parents in the face.
No, that's
because
facts.
and also, again, I have the privilege. It is, I said this over there. It's my thing I say now. Whenever I go, man, it sure is hard to be blah, 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 I think the ghost of Harriet Tubman shows up. What are you saying?
Not the ghost.
It's hard. What you're doing, explain it to me that it's hard. Tell me what, the hardness.
What's the hard that you think
What is that, air conditioning you're in right now? It's hard. Yeah.
What's harder is what is going to happen if we don't pay attention to this moment. I just want to thank you for coming on AURN. Thank you for being a good father.
Oh, it's my favorite job.
Thank you for being a good father. And I know people can't see, but in the hands of Pastor Mike over here.
Yeah, Pastor Mike over there doing
would say to the people, like, the company that we are in right now is amazing. Thank you for the work. Thank you for your writings, and it's good to have you in the movement. It's good to have you in the movement.
Just walking in the giant footsteps of Dick Gregory.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, just walking in. He already. The footsteps are so big.
Woo!
It's comfortable in here. So
I love it. Well, thank you, and much blessings on the work that you do.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, brother.